This is Sports 225 with Lee Feinswald.
Lee Feinswald, look at the kiss.
Sports 225 is brought to you by Brett. Remember, it all starts at Brett. Now, your host, Lee Feinswald.
You know, there's music, and then we turn and go.
Fancy schmancy.
You're in for a fun Sports 225. Later on in the show, I'll tell you that only 2 voters in the AP preseason National College Football poll did not pick Alabama number 1. And one of them, of course, was Glenn Guilbeau, the Gannett News Service, who lives here in Baton Rouge and will be my guest later on. And he's always fun to talk to. But first up, I got to tell you, I'm a big Major League Baseball fan. I follow it. I watch a lot of MLB TV. I watch a lot of games. I follow the sport, try to keep up with the culture of the sport. But I'm lost, okay, because there's this whole thing going on now where, worse than ever, it seems like to me, that Major League Baseball players, if they hit a home run, they can't even look at it for a split second. They just got to drop their head and run to first. Guys are throwing at everybody. It's crazy. The whole PED thing, the whole Alex Rodriguez situation has made me crazy. Crazier than, luckily I'm not a New York media guy having to follow that scene. So, all that being said, we are lucky to have from Baton Rouge, Chad Durbin. And hello, Chad Durbin.
Hello.
All right.
How you doing?
Not only a friend of Sports 225, but a longtime friend of mine and a guy who has been kind enough always to come on the show during the off season. Well, luckily or unluckily, depending on how you look at it, his career ended earlier this year.
Sure.
And after 17 years as a pro, which is just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I've been very fortunate. Haven't completely dedicated myself to retirement yet, so I'm leaving that little, hanging Chad out there for
boom.
Yeah, no, it's terrible, but yeah, just that little percentage that I might go back and do spring training, that type of thing, because
Good.
It's not like I'm 45, I'm 35, and still in good shape and everything, but at the same time, a lot of the production value is going down on my part, and it's no fun to go out there and struggle, but a lot of the guys that are coming up, took value in what I was doing for them. So there was some equity to take away from it, in that I played a part in some other guys' careers as they go forward.
Yeah. Well, the good part for me, of course, is that I don't have to wait till the off season this year to get Chad. So when I was like, I got to talk to a pitcher, find out what's going on. All right. So all that being said, let's wait on that for a second.
Okay.
So yeah, that, you know what? I know you stayed fit. Have you been throwing?
I threw for the first couple days, and then just decided it'd only take me about 10 to 15 days, shortly after getting released, to get back up to speed. But all that, it wouldn't take too long, and a lot of rest. Once you've done 4 or 5 months of work, it doesn't take that long to get back to that level. But now that it's been 2.5, 3 months, I think it would take me a good month to get back into shape to pitch in a game back to back days, that type of thing. But if I were a starting pitcher, it would take a lot longer. But being a middle reliever, you can get up to speed pretty quick.
It's been a pretty long time since you were a starting pitcher. I want to say.
Yeah, 07 was my last start.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
By the way, did you ever hit any home runs?
I did not. I hit well in AAA one year, and I have 2 hits in the big leagues. But it's been a long time since I had a home run. I was a Woodlawn Panther the last time that happened. Yeah.
Which would have been 96.
Wow. 96.
Woodlawn High School Panther.
Yeah.
And of course, Chad was in high school right around the same time as Ryan Theriot and a lot of other guys in Louisiana. It was a real baseball-rich time.
Yeah, it was fun. We went over to Lafayette to play Acadiana, and I think Gilmesh and Fontenot, not Mike. But Joe Fontenot was over there, and they both were first rounders, and we faced them. They were throwing 95 miles an hour, and we lit them up, actually. Just a bunch of Woodlawn public school kids going over there and having some fun. And then we had Ben Sheets come out of Santa Ma, and Kurt Ainsworth with Marucci. He was a first rounder, came out of Catholic.
Right?
Yeah. So that talent was coming out, and Ryan Theriot was 2 years younger than all of us, so he had to face all of us. So I'm sure there's a 50-point differential after we left in his batting average and when he had to face us on a regular basis.
I forgot that you and Gilmesh were there at the same time.
Well, Gil was, 96 would have been the year. We would have had John Patterson was a first rounder, Gil, myself, Kurt would have been there. There were about 10 different guys that were first round picks through the third round that ended up going to play pro ball that Skip recruited and it didn't work out.
Yeah, well, of course, Chad, like a lot of guys, got drafted really high and wisely took the money and then began that 17-year kind of strange path. Good chance for me to give a shout out. A lot of you may know I run Volleyball Baton Rouge, which is a girls club volleyball program. But Gil Mesh's sister, Angie, has a daughter named Jordan Corville who plays for us. Oh. So there you go, Jordan, your first regional TV exposure.
That's pedigree, right?
That's it. I hope so. She's a great kid and does really well. All right, so before we get to the issues at hand, which are all the things that are driving me crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so you hadn't told me that. I'm excited to know that maybe you might rev it into overdrive maybe this winter and try to go to somebody's spring training. Because it wasn't like you pitched terrible.
You know what? The really bad numbers, but I was pitching once a week and in 8-0 games.
Right, and let me catch people up a little bit. Chad was with the Phillies for a couple of years, won the World Series in 09?
08 was,
08 won the World Series.
In 09.
Went back the next year, they lost the World Series. Then you went to Atlanta.
I went to Cleveland in 11,
right.
And then in 2012 I was with Atlanta last year.
Right.
And this year signed with the Phillies again, and I absolutely excited about the whole opportunity. Ryan Sandberg is my hero growing up. Now he's their manager. Mm-hmm. He was the third base coach, so he was unimpressed with me, I'm sure, from a production standpoint. Not that my feelings aren't hurt on that side, but I didn't get to pitch in situations I've always been successful in, and I'm not whining about it. I'm just being a realist.
Yeah.
And you're protected so well when you pitch in the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning of games that are tight. There's left-handed relievers ready for the big left-handed hitter. There's a righty after him. The whole bullpen's geared to do well in situations like that. But if you come into a game and it's 10-0 and the other team's swinging for the fences and you have stuff like I do, which is major league average stuff, there's a good chance with no adrenaline that you're going to get lit up that day. And it happened more times than not, and it's not a good feeling. I'm sure my family takes it harder than I do.
Yeah.
Because I just go about my. I had a bad day. I go work out, and then afterwards, I'll head into the gym and ice, and the next day do the same routine, get ready to pitch again. Whereas everybody else has to think about all the peripheral, the media coverage and them wondering whether you're going to be productive and all that stuff. I had no idea what was going on that side. I was just trying to get myself right and go out there. So a lot of peripheral stuff that your family deals with, your friends. My friends are probably anticipating this for the last 10 years. So I've been disappointing them, every year having decent years.
Well, you go back to last year, 2012 in Atlanta, the first month.
Oh,
you might have been, he was calling Chad, it's like putting gasoline on a fire.
Yeah.
And then arguably for the next 4 or 5 months, the best middle relief pitcher in all of baseball.
Yeah, I had a good run.
Yeah.
And against that, again, that was a product of pitching in situations to be successful. Mm-hmm. And if you have I had Johnny Venners and Eric O'Flaherty throwing on both sides of me, all I had to do was get a righty out. Big right-handed hitter, get him out, and then let those guys come in and they throw 95-mile-an-hour sinkers left-handed. I was safe.
Good work if he can get it. There were a lot of times last year where he'd go one pitch, thank you, drive home safely. He's already working out on the way home by the time the game ends.
Exactly.
All right, Chad Durbin is here. When we get back, I'm going to ask him about throwing at batters, admiring home runs, PEDs, Alex Rodriguez. Later on in the show, Glenn Gilbo from the Gannett News Service. I'm Lee Feinswag. You're watching Sports 225.